Okay, so um, I'm gonna be reviewing Ghostbusters: Frozen Empire. So let's begin. First off, I gotta say that this is probably a step down from the previous Ghostbusters film. Um, and I don't mean that it's like a huge step down like how critics are calling it. Like this movie is a big step down from the previous film. I like the film. I just think that the film was a step down from the first for the previous film, Afterlife. Um, I do think that there are some issues with the film. There were some issues in the previous film, but I think there was more issues in this film than there was in the previous film. Um, I would say that don't expect so much from the villain. Like the villain doesn't do much in this film. Don't expect so much about the villain. He's only in it for a short period of time. And I feel like that they cut out some scenes from the trailers. Like there's some scenes in the trailers that are not even shown in the movie at all. It's actually crazy. I was like when the movie ended, it was like they didn't show that one scene that was in the trailer. It was like it feels like Madame Web again, but this was better than Madame Web, by the way. Madame Web was just a huge mess. Um, I do think that the cast was great, but the problem that I have with this movie is that there was just way too many characters in this movie. Just too many like storylines stacked in a movie. It just it didn't feel right, but still I still had a fun time watching this movie. It was funny. Yes, it was a funny movie, but um I gotta say it was just the lack of action in this film probably held it back a bit with how I liked the film because there's like barely any action in this film, and which kind of disappoints me, even though that this movie is like 10 minutes shorter than the previous film. I'm like disappointed in how they executed some of the action sequences, but the majority of the action sequences are like in the final act, and it's actually pretty cool to actually see that. Also, this film is in select IMAX screens. That's how I saw the movie. Um, yeah, I still had a fun time watching this movie. It was a great movie, you know, um, funny movie. But I do gotta say that the CGI in the first act of the film was kind of messy. But but the CGI in the rest of the film was fine. But I would give this film an 8 out of 10 because I just had a fun time watching this movie. It's not a perfect movie at all, like how perfect the first one was or the previous one was. Yeah, I watched the other Ghostbusters movies, by the way. But I'm trying to say the previous Ghostbusters film, and it's just a fun movie. Just make sure you watch Afterlife first. You understand about these characters because they do mention something that happened in Afterlife in the movie. So just make sure you watch Afterlife before you go watch Frozen Empire. So that's it on my review, and I will make my review next weekend with Godzilla X Kong, the new Empire. And also, I am not going to be reviewing the film on March 29th because um, I just wanted to take the time off to celebrate my 20th birthday. So there's that. So I will review my review for Godzilla X Kong, the new Empire will probably be out by March 30th or Easter Sunday. See you guys in the next video.